La 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 la, wait till I get my money right.
What's going on, X? Welcome to Quantum Ascent. I have HBAR Hedera up on the screen. I do have an alt-season video out on this that I put out July 10th. You can go check that out about 5 weeks ago. It does give a higher target, secondary target today. I'm working off primary targets. I want to make sure that these targets get hit. No one's round tripping their bag. So as you can see, the market cap chart up here on the right, reason being is you have to use the market cap chart, guys. Something with the tokenomics on HBAR. I don't own the project. I haven't looked into the fundamentals. But I do know that there's something going on with the tokenomics. There's some kind of inflation because if we look over here, December of 2024, that set a new high on the market cap chart. That is this moment in time. That did not set a new high on the price chart. So you got to be charting out the market cap. We're going to take this information and extrapolate it over here to the price chart to pick our targets. So as you can see, H bar is this white. That is a macro fifth wave over the entire lifespan of this asset. All right. So right now we're in the middle, or we started kicking off this macro fifth. This is a weekly chart. So I'm going to zoom in over here and let's take a look at what we have going on. Pretty terrible 1-2. This thing 1-2 did not set a new low. So right now we are working on macro 3, 4, and 5, right? And we want to see where are each of those waves going to go so we can kind of plan it out and hopefully play a swing here for H-bar on the way up. So looking at that, this range, a full extension of this third to fourth wave range here, takes us right up there at about 50 billion, just shy of 50 billion. All right, I look over here on this first to second wave drop on the macro, and I want to make sure that we close that range out already. Pull that over, and I look, sure enough, we have not closed that range out. The full extension of this 1-2 is right up here around 28 billion. All right. And the other thing that I notice is that we're getting pretty close right in here around 21 to 24 billion with some confluence, right? Typically how these things move is we're going to be looking for this third wave to get this blue third wave to get up above that last local high around that 1618 there, which is at 21 billion. Then what happens in these alt season environments is we get a fourth wave drawdown. It happens with a lot of the market, typically between 35 and 50%. So HBAR is a higher market cap coin, should be closer to that 35% range, okay? So we want to come back down to back test that. That high right there is about 30%, and then down to that 786 is about 38. All right, so that's a pretty safe spot to say this fourth wave could come down. It fits within the parameter, and it is on the lower end of drops, again, because it's a larger cap coin. I would then be looking for this fifth wave, this blue fifth wave, to complete the white fifth wave up here at a full extension. All right, so that being said, what are we looking at on the price chart here? Because it's different, right? So from the current price level here, and again, this I'm not saying that this drop is done here. We're getting close. That's about 115%, or a 2.2, 2.2x to get back up for that third wave is what we're projecting. So I'm going to take the price level from here. We're going to go up to 115%. Puts us just shy of the former all-time high on the price chart, right? And so a lot of people, retail, is going to be paying attention to the price chart, so it makes sense why that ends up stopping short before it goes down into a fourth wave. Probably causes a ton of panic. Let's see exactly where that goes. We said this right here is going to be what, like a 38? Yep, 38.45% drop. Let me mark this guy here. Oh, right up at 50 cents too. Nice round number, just adding to the confluence. And then a 38.45% drop would get us right back down here to like 30 cents, 31 cents. And then that final blow off right there for this fifth wave from here to here, we're looking at like 270%, or a 3.7x on that final wave. So let's see where that takes us. 270 right up here at about $1.15. And if you go to my other video, that's the exact number I had then. So we're staying consistent. Wave 3 up to here, wave 4 to here, and then wave 5 up there to $1.15. So that's what I'm looking at for HBAR, guys. I know that right now that feels low. But first things first, man, let's hit these targets. I do have a secondary target that's much higher. So before you lose your panties, let's just wait and see. If we get up here quicker than I expect, up to that 115 level where there will be resistance, say this third wave ends up running, oops, let me get rid of that. Say this third wave ends up running up here. Awesome, great. I would love for that to happen. We'll reevaluate. But I got to keep your heads in the game here, and we got to make sure that we're hitting these lower resistances and targets before we're worrying about some crazy moonshots. So right now for HBAR, you're looking just shy, 388%. That's like a 4.9x, just shy of a 5x from the current price level. All right, that's what I got. So a run up to 50 cents, a drop back down to 31 cents, and then a blow off up here to $1.15.5, guys. That's what we have going on for HBAR. I know it's complicated. There's a lot of math going on. You got to trust me on this. You have to look at the market cap. And I showed you guys pretty basically. This here was a new high on the market cap. This here was not a new high on the price chart. You got to use the market cap. And any of your coins, make sure you're looking and checking on the tokenomics to make sure there's not some kind of inflationary pressure. If there's rewards or tokens still being unlocked, that's all stuff that's going to contribute to this. So you got to make sure you're paying attention, or you're going to be looking for way higher targets. Okay? For example, let's see. Let's just pull it right here and let's see. That's giving us that. Inflation's not as long over this, but let's see. You'd be looking for $1.30 instead of $1.15, right? And that actually ends up being like the 3618 if you look at the price chart. So got to be paying attention to that, guys. I don't have to beat that home anymore. Check out Jasmine in the Circle. I created the Quantum Circle a few weeks ago, real-time trades, portfolio access, 2 macro videos every day, a Discord, and I'm teaching you guys how to do TA just like me. Link to that is in the bio. That is the real alpha. You'll know when to sell all of your alts based on the macro, and that's what we dive into every single day over there. If not, you could follow, like, repost. I just appreciate you guys being here. Want to reach as many people as I can before this train really leaves the station. So hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. I will talk to you in a bit.